this little book. How to Speak Dog. A Guide to Decoding Dog Language. This book, it's a little bit damaged. My son really loves the book, and over the past year, maybe two, he looks at it a lot, and it's got a little bit of charm to it. It's well loved. But anyway, let's take a little look at it, shall we? And see what we can find. And see if we can learn something. Because I'm sure there's dog lovers who are watching. So, sometimes I wish I could speak dog. Tell my dog to be quiet when I'm making a video. Never works. Of course, it's National Geographic. So let's look at the content. I guess we just gotta start at the beginning, isn't that right? Oh yeah, before I start, my skin, as you can see, all the marks, it's breaking because of the weather and whatnot. I've been putting cream on it, and I think that was a little nick off something, I don't know what it was. But my skin's feeling really dry. So if you think I went through like 10 rounds with Mike Tyson, I didn't. It's just the elements. So meet Dr. Gray. I don't think I'm gonna read this. I kind of like want to get to the topics. Yeah, let's do that. What is a dog? Everybody knows. It's a bird. No, what is a dog? Let me see. Really, it needs to explain all that. Okay. We know that, don't we? At least I think we do. The Dog Family Park Fest. What's this? Where they're from, basically. How it all happened. Jacko, you got the African wild dog. Of course, you have the wolf, the dingo, the domestic dog. Oh yeah, the coyote. Yeah. The dog talk quiz. Some cute dogs. There's a little puppy. He's ready to play. He's like, what's up? He's like, rub my belly. Oh, he's ready for action, it looks like. He's like, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. This is true. Dogs are like actors. Two of my dogs love to play in the water, you know. One does not. Does your dogs like to play in the water? Anybody listening? Oh yeah, tugging on the leash, or on the lead, however you want to call it. My dogs do tug, but they also do listen when I tell them to stop. I think it's just a natural thing for them to do, and then I tell them to stop, and they slowly stop. I remember when I first got my dogs, and they would pull and pull and pull. You know, it was terrible, absolutely terrible. You have all these marks on your hand because they've been pulling it, and you get angry and you shout at your dog, and you know, nobody's winning here. Nobody's happy. I mean, the dogs might actually be happy because they're getting their walk, but it's not an enjoyable experience when you're out and your dog is racing ahead of you, trying to be in front of you, trying to tell you where to go, when it should be you telling them. They should be right by your side because you are the leader. You are the alpha. That's what they say. Is that right? So, the full body shake. Yep. It happens all the time in sports. A batter gets hit with the ball or two soccer players collide. Their coach lets them moan and hop around for a minute or two, then shake it off. The coach says the player shakes whatever hurts, and often his head, and the game continues. Dogs do the same thing, especially after a swim. Your dripping wet pooch climbs out of the water and comes straight to you. You scramble to escape, but seconds later, lady looks blow-dried and fluffy when you're the one soaked. But believe it or not, dogs also shake and their fur is bone dry. I tell you what, I do hate it when my dogs do that, especially if they're outside. I let them out in the yard to do their business, and then they come in, especially if it was raining, and they come in and they shake, and they usually shake in certain spots. I might have like clothes or something I was folding somewhere, or clothes hanging up. They will go over towards that area and shake, drive me crazy. But one of our dogs, we did teach this, to shake. We would say shake, and he would do it. The other two don't give a monkeys. I'll let you read the rest of it. Oh yeah, lying belly up. A rub-a-dub-dub, time for a belly rub. That's what it looks like. The dog is saying when he rolls, when she rolls onto her back, with her front legs bent and her belly exposed. When when you start rubbing sometimes, one leg or one hind leg will kick, and she will look as content as can be. The kicking leg is just a reflex, kind of like what happens when the doctor taps your knee with a rubber hammer. But the real meaning of this dog's position is submission and trust. She's saying that you're in charge, and she's okay with that. I have one dog who does this all the time. That's a girl. She, female. She would lay on her back. She's the biggest dog of the three I have. She's a German Shepherd. And she does that. The other two, not so much. The message is the same. If she purrs her belly to another dog, most dogs won't hurt a dog that is signaling submission. They'll simply sniff her rear end and maybe stand over her, showing the world that they are the top dog. But barring the top belly always puts a dog at risk. There's no way she can defend herself if she meets with a bully. Good thing most dogs play by the rules. That's nice. Good doggy. The doctor has some vet tips. We're just gonna skip those. Wiggles away from you. Oh yeah. I'm sure everybody has some sort of experience with an animal, particularly dogs, that going through, when the weather's bad, thunderstorms, or when it's the New Year or Halloween, when they, let off fireworks and whatnot. Dogs tend to go a little bit crazy. Most dogs do. Two of my dogs go crazy, and one of them, the German Shepherd, she does not. I think it's all about their experiences and how they grew up. The German Shepherd we got from the animal shelter, and she was in it for like 2 years, and she was living rough. So I think she experienced everything, and she was ready for the world. Whereas the other two, it's a little bit different. The other two were cooped up, in the house. They didn't experience like the rough environments that our older sister did. So like in getting like certain kind of harnesses that apply the pressure and can help the dog to be calm or be calmer. It won't take it away. I mean, we've tried it, things like that, and it takes a part of it away, which I guess is better than nothing. That's amazing. A sharp-eyed greyhound can recognize its owner from a mile away if he's waving his arms. Wow. Surely you'd be able to smell them. I know they've got good vision and whatnot. A lot of hunting dogs do. I suppose the area where it's looking from has to be all flat. Otherwise you're not going to be able to see. But I know it's talking about a mile just in general. don't move, I'm invisible, right? Yeah, it's kind of like my kids. We play hide and seek or something. Close our eyes. Oh, you can't find me. No, you disappeared. Play hide and seek every night. Right before bed with the kids. They love it. Or most nights, should I say. The play ball. Oh yeah, my dogs absolutely love that ball. Two of my dogs, I taught them to play fetch and whatnot. The latest one, I did as well, but he doesn't play with a ball, he plays with a rubber chicken. That's so annoying. But anyway, the other two, the German Shepherd and the Golden Labrador, they play ball all the time, and they're quite good at it. Just a never-ending, throw the ball, bring it back, throw the ball, bring it back. They're healthy dogs. They have so much fun. That's amazing. Look at that. A golden retriever from Texas, USA holds the world record for gathering and holding the most tennis balls in his mouth. 5. That's crazy. Jeez, it seems difficult to even just have one tennis ball in your mouth. I know dogs, jaws are built different, but still. So, that's amazing that. So let's take a little right here. The play ball, by Great Danes do it, and so do Chihuahuas. All dogs do it, from the Americas to Samba, and everywhere else around the world. It's called the play ball, and it means your pup is ready for fun. One dog will approach another with a relaxed look on her face. She'll crouch down with her elbows almost touching the ground, her tail waving madly, and her rump in the air. After holding this pose for a few seconds, she'll take off running, checking over her shoulder to make sure the other dog is following her. If her new playmate comes bounding after her, the two dogs will race and chase, wavering between trees and jumping over obstacles. First, one dog will take the lead, then the other might take a turn. Either dog missteps or bangs into the other too hard. They'll do a quick play ball mid-chase to make amends. Dogs are born to run and play. They will play alone, but like you, they'll rather play with a friend. So if your dog does play ball to you, go ahead, be a sport, and let the games begin. It's like amazing sight watching your dog do that. It just like warms the heart, If any dog lover out there, you know what I'm talking about. When you see that, you're like, sometimes you can't play and you feel a little bit bad. But the times you do play, and you watch your little puppy run around, so excited. It's like one of the best things ever. Like I always say about, ASMR and whatnot, it's the simple things in life. It really is. And everybody has to learn to love and enjoy those simple things. Because if you don't, one day, you'll grow up and you realize, what they were, what they meant, and you will miss them. So if you have a little dog, go out and play with it. signals and whatnot from the dog where one paw is. It could have hurt its paw, you know. So it left his leg. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Just realized, look at that. Wow. The dog was left $80 million. Wow, that's crazy. And the dog spent it on trees and balls. Yeah. That's crazy. Can you imagine getting $80 million? Jeez, can you imagine getting $1 million? Let's have a little skip through the pages. Just randomly, just stop somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that face. He wants to poop the snoot. Poop the nose. He's cute. Wait a minute. What's this about sniffing between your legs? Oh, okay. Okay, let's not read this one. Oh. He looks like one of my dogs. The one that doesn't want to chase after a ball, but a rubber chicken. I'm getting into so much trouble, digging so many holes in the yard. This little guy looks a lot like my beagle, yeah. Which he's called Del Boy. After a character from Only Fools and Horses. I know there's lots of Americans watching this, probably like, what are you talking about? Anybody from the UK watching this, you know what I'm talking about. Great show, Only Fools and Horses. One of the best sitcoms ever. Definitely worth a watch. The Tucked Tail. Yeah, the dog's tail is like a mood ring. It shows how he's feeling. Only a dog's tail doesn't change color. To do it, it changes position or shape, or the way it moves. I ain't talking about the tail, the way it moves, and the shape. I got the freak of my life, the scare of my life, when my cat did this, when we first got him. I thought there was something wrong with him. His tail just expanded. Like, you know, I'm sure all the cat lovers out there, you know what I'm talking about. It just got really big. Yeah, puffed out. I thought there was something wrong with him at first. Until I realized it's just something he does when he gets scared or whatever. But yeah, it was strange. Can you imagine if the whole body was like that? If your dog or your cat just expanded just like 3 times the size. Jeepers me. I probably would have ran a mile if it happened. But anyway. Where was it? I need to get new glasses. I find this really difficult to read. Also, it doesn't help them trying to read it through the camera when I probably should read it to the side. But I'll try my best. Teal started it as a way to help a dog keep her balance when running super fast. Leaning into turns throws a dog's weight to one side. To keep from falling over, a dog evens the weight by throwing her tail to the opposite side. Retrievers also use their tail swimming, it helps him turn. But suppose the dog is just suppose the dog is just out for a stroll. Is that the... See, I find it difficult. I need to get new glasses. Is the heavy tail dragging behind and doing nothing? Nope. Over time, the tail has developed another use as an emotional signal. If a dog tail is tied and tucked between her hind legs, the message is clear. This pup is scared. Maybe she hears thunder booming, or she sees a bigger dog coming down the street. Or it might be you're angry and she's afraid of you. Mood rings are just for fun, but a dog's tail always tells the truth. Yeah. It is sad when you see a dog with the tail tucked between their legs, their hind legs. It's not something I like to see, you know. Parallel dog. You want to see the dog's tail wagging like crazy, that's what you want. Because then you know it's a happy dog. Let's just look at some of the pictures before going. Maybe on another day we'll go into more detail and read more of this. Slow barking. Oh, the howling. Oh, my dogs do that when we leave the house. It sounds like you're like killing them, you know, as if they're dying. Ay, ay, ay. A beautiful dog. The big ears. It's kind of like my beagle. Oh, he's just smiling. Oh no, he's growling. Oh, whimpering. Poor little thing. Yep. Oh, since we have kids, we keep the dogs to one part of the house. It's just easier, you know. Now the cat has free roam around the house, and he follows me absolutely everywhere. Oh, he's not here when I'm doing videos. I make sure of that, because he'd be right in the camera. Tail chasing. Now that's always funny to see sometimes. Dog around a circle chasing after its tail. I also feel bad for laughing sometimes. Eating grass. The butt scooting. Yeah. One of my dogs do that. Or does that. It's not a pretty sight. It can be funny, but it's a little disgusting. Oh, look at it. Oh my goodness. What about me? Aren't you gonna give me a treat? Aren't you gonna play? It wasn't me that did that. suggested to do like magazine page flipping, and I mean, guess just in general page flipping, whether it's a book or a magazine. I'll more likely be doing more of those as well. So I hope you find this relaxing. Maybe a little bit funny, I suppose, as well. Maybe you'll learn something. Although I didn't read too much, so it's more of a ramble, I guess, of some of my experiences. But yeah, I've read over this book a few times, not the whole thing, but it is good. You do learn, even if you know a lot about dogs. It's always good to learn a little bit more. So I suppose you can still get this book or a similar kind of book. It's good to have, you know. So I'll be relaxed, everybody, and I'll see you again